Yo, welcome to Unwind the Madness, the podcast where I unwind the madness, okay? So, welcome to episode 1 of this podcast, alright? I'm trying something different today, so instead of doing the show and all that, it's going to be a podcast. I apologize for the squeaky chair. It is 8:30 in the morning. I'm tired, bro. I got my cup of joe right here. Yeah, this is something different. So I'm trying to, I got tired of the same thing, so I'm gonna change it to a podcast, and we can have like an audio format and stuff. So this is episode 1, and I don't know what my schedule is for this. I'm gonna try it, but maybe I should have guests come on the show. I don't know. It's just a thing. It's just a recommendation, but I don't really know what else to talk about. So as you guys know, it was recently 4th of July, and I celebrated that. I partied hard. Or not too hard though, but that wore me out because the next day, yesterday, I was so tired. I couldn't sleep, and I woke up at like 11:30. So, yeah. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe for more content. Especially if I'm doing podcasts now on the channel. I really enjoy making content. I've just been messing around with gaming videos. That's all I've been doing because I haven't had any ideas to vlog, and I needed to have some time to think about what I'm doing for this show. So here's the thing. The Unwinding Madness show, that ended, but this podcast is a recontinuation of it, but it's just a podcast in a different form. It's just the show, but in a different form. So the show didn't completely end. Like, I didn't completely stop production. I just had to think about it because I got tired of the same old show I was doing, and I just didn't like it. So now it's the same show, but it has a different title, and it's now a podcast. So that's what we got. And this is my first episode, so I don't know what to say. I'm just trying to figure it out, see what I like. I don't think it's going to be too long, maybe 10 minutes or so. And then later I'll get the hang of it. And maybe later on down the road, I'll start interviewing people, having people come on the show, stuff like that. Maybe I'll phone call people or something. Like, I'll call somebody and they can be on the show or something. So instead of having the show, I turned it into a podcast. So the video show ended, but the series didn't completely end. I just had to have time to think about it. So this is the start, and we're continuing where we left off. This is the start of a new volume of this show. Unwind the Madness. That's what this podcast is called. And this is the start of Volume 2, Season 6. So, should I start a whole new thing and start from Episode 1 to Season 1? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Okay, so this is the start. This is the recontinued start over of Episode 1, Season 1, Volume 1 of Unwind the Madness podcast. Okay? So, excuse me. This is a recontinuation of it. So, welcome. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more of this. I don't have a schedule for the podcast yet, but I've kind of been very vague about my schedule. I've just been uploading random things here and there. But down here in Texas, we've been getting a lot of rain, but like the storms aren't really severe, so I haven't been able to catch any storms. It's just been like rain and a little bit of thunder, but they're not really good enough to catch. They're just like, there's either too much rain or no thunder, or I don't know. It's just, it never happens at the right time, and I never get a chance to film it, so hopefully I can catch another storm soon. I did in the video titled, I'm very stupid, because I am. I caught a big storm. I caught a dangerous storm, and then I found a snake, and I caught that. I filmed it. So, the two S's in one video, storm and a snake. Pretty sick. I don't think that'll ever happen again. I mean, could happen, but not at that exact timing. Because I filmed the storm, I got a few rumbles of thunder, I got a lightning strike. It was sick, and then like 30-40 minutes later, my cat found a snake, and I went outside and I filmed it, and it jumped at me. So, perfect timing, but... And I don't think that snake was poisonous, by the way, because it looked... My mother is a snake person, or she doesn't like snakes, but she knows about snakes, and she said it didn't look poisonous, which is good, but yeah. I have again rearranged my studio. So, if I decide to make videos in here in the studio, then I have a little studio thing to use. So, I feel like doing a snack time episode again. I just have to find snacks to eat, because I'm not really sure. I gotta find like something new. I tried to do Chex Mix, but I couldn't find like flavors of Chex Mix, but maybe I'll do like Cheez-Its or something. Yeah, because I did Pringles and then like those Doritos on the first snack time, but that was like back in April. Wait, no, was the first one the chicken sandwich? I think the first one was the chicken sandwich, and the second one was the one where I reviewed the chips. Yeah, that's what it was. Alright, so I have done 2 episodes. But... Oh, and a lot of the series, and I changed right before I stopped doing the video show. I had a bunch of series that I had in the show. All those that were in that show, I've now made into, like, separate series by themselves. So I can have more series on the channel, and they can go back to where they were. Like Destroying Things, Jokes with Ryan and Reba, all those and some other ones you haven't heard of. They are now their own separate video series, so it can go back to the way it was, but there are some new ones that you've never heard of, like Jokes with Ryan, or if you never watched that last episode, episode 20, Jokes with Ryan, or The Bowl of Dares. Yeah, that was one. So all those are now their own separate, like, video thing. So if I were to make a Destroying Things episode, it would have been its whole separate episode, not in a show. So, and there are no series on this show. We're just chatting and talking and stuff. And yeah. So I hope the series goes well, because I've been feel like doing a podcast for a long time, and a lot of people have been doing it, but yeah, I've been making a lot of gaming videos, and I've been messing around with music a lot. I kind of stopped for a few days, but I'm gonna sneeze. Hold on, sorry. Oh, bless me. Excuse me. So I have been messing around with music. I made a few songs. I made 2 songs back in like May or something like that. I made 2 songs back in May, and they were like kind of hip hop rap, whatever. But I'm no music producer. I just was bored, so I wanted to make music. Oh crap! I spilled my cup of Joe all over the place. Yeah, back in April of last year, we were in quarantine, so I had nothing to do, but I decided to make music, and that's what I did. So, back in April, I made a music channel, and I got 6 subscribers. And later I realized that I was getting nowhere. It's just excess stuff. I don't want it, so I deleted the whole channel. I deleted the videos and stuff, but I have the music saved somewhere, and so that's good if I want to bring it back, but I probably won't. So I just uploaded the music to here, because there's no point in making a whole separate music channel when you're only making like 10 songs. Like, I don't know how many songs I have. I'm gonna go check real quick. So I know back in May I uploaded 2, and then I uploaded My Jamaican Girl, Too Hot, or Chaos Cafe, Too Hot, and then My Jamaican Girl, so that's 5. Sorry, not 10 songs, 5 songs. There's no point making a whole music channel when you're only making 5 songs. I'll probably make more in the future, but right now I'm focused on this podcast and other things. My views are up, that's good. My typical range is 80 to 180, but it's up 251. That's good, I guess. We got views up. Yeah, they're pretty much everything is going up right now. Like, okay, so I have, yeah. So I uploaded I'm Gonna Make It Burn and Running in the Sand in back in May, and then it was kind of a while till I made music, and then on June 24th I made Chaos Cafe. June 27th I made Too Hot, and the same day I made My Jamaican Girl, and then after that I made 3 BeamNG videos, and those are pretty fun. Those are pretty sick. If you haven't seen any of those, you should go check it out, because they were good videos. They're good. It's good music. So, probably in the future I'll make more music, but right now I'm focused on this because I just recently came up with the idea, and this is my first episode, and I'm just now starting it, so I'm trying to focus on that and stuff. Once I get the hang of it, I'll start making more videos. So I finished my cup of joe. So and I did get a new PC, so that's why I'm making gaming videos so much, because I'm able to make them with a good gaming PC and not a laptop, an Acer laptop from like 2015 or whatever. I don't even know what year it's from, but somewhere in the 2000s for sure. But I don't really know what else to talk about. I mean, oh, if you hear a fan running, just ignore it, because I don't know if it's too loud. I'm trying to cool it down in here a little bit, but yeah, last night I was bored, or I wasn't bored, but I wanted to change up something. I wanted to change stuff up, so I went through all my clothes and I got rid of ones that didn't fit anymore, because I was tired of having small clothes. So now I've minimized my my clothing apparel, and I also went through some stuff that I didn't want anymore, like miscellaneous stuff like Legos and like toys and stuff. But some things I want to keep. Like, I have some cool sets that I'm gonna keep, like Saturn V rocket and some other things, like the Millennium Falcon and stuff like that, because those are big Lego sets and they took me forever to build, and I'm not gonna tear it apart. I'll probably just keep those. Maybe I'll sell one of them. Does anybody know if the Saturn V rocket is like good money if you sell it? I don't know, guess you sell it on Craigslist or something, but somebody in the comments tell me if it's worth some money. So maybe I'll keep it, maybe I'll sell it. I don't know. But maybe the Millennium Falcon's worth some money too. I don't know. I don't think it is, but I'm just gonna keep those because they took me a while to build. I also have this, I almost forgot, I also have this Ferrari car that's red, and that took forever to build, because I was like 12, or 11 or 12, 10 or 11, 10 through 12, somewhere around there, and I was into Legos, and I wanted to get this Ferrari car, and I did, and that took me forever. I had to get my dad and my grandpa's help to help, and it still took us a while to do it because it was so confusing. We messed something up where the pieces didn't fit right, and then it broke for a few years, and then we never put it back together, and then it just kept dragging and dragging and dragging on until we finally fixed it one year, and then it's been fixed ever since, and it hasn't broken. So yeah. Well, I think we're going to end it right here. I hope you enjoyed this podcast. I'll see you in the next episode. Maybe in the next video soon. Peace out.